On May 6, 2022, Albert Caballero and his team of astronomers blew the scientific community away. In the International Journal of Astrobiology, they shared the results of a long-term study of the most mysterious alien signal in history. They found a star that was as similar to the Sun as possible. The study suggests that it is possible that this star is the habitable planet from which we received the first ever message from aliens. To answer the question, we will first go back in time. It is the hot summer of 1977. Ethiopia has recently been hit by a revolution. Jimmy Carter has officially taken office as President of the United States, and students and professors at Ohio University are on vacation. But Jerry Ehman is not on vacation. Jerry is an astronomer who, in addition to his main job, volunteers for an organization searching for extraterrestrial intelligence. Basically, these guys scan the cosmos with radio telescopes, because one of the main signs of advanced life is communication. TV, radio, smartphones, and other human satellites are very loud. And if you listen well to the Earth from space, you can easily detect fragments of our favorite TV shows. So SETI is trying to do the same thing, listening to the universe in different bands in the opposite direction. It's not an easy task, because everything in space is moving, and the distance between the stars are such that this all smears the signal very much. For example, if you send one bit of non-directional information into space, by the time it reaches Mars, it will have been blurred by 10 centimeters, and 27-kilometer waves will reach Alpha Centauri. And how do you catch such a bit? You have to understand that it is an integral part of the word hello, that you encoded in binary code and sent to the aliens in the void. This signal also met with signals from pulsars, stars, and some magnetars. This is a difficult task, but the SETI guys have developed a clear algorithm that separates a potential signal of alien origin from the standard noise in space. This is what Jerry Ehman is doing, sorting the signals received by the Big Ear telescope over the past week. The work is as routine as possible because 99% of the recordings are reflected signals from the Earth, passing comets, or standard cosmic radiation. But one recording from August 15, 1977, catches Jerry's eye. First, the signal the telescope picked up was strong, 20 times stronger, to be exact, than signals of natural origin from space. Secondly, the frequency of the signal is very narrow, and is not usually smeared over a wide range. Thirdly, the signal lasts exactly 72 seconds, and is fully correlated with the behavior of the Earth. Any artificial message from space due to the rotation of our planet would have to be in the receiver's range for 72 seconds, and as the planet rotates, it should be weak at first, increase in power in the middle, then fade again as our planet turns away from the source. This is exactly what Ehman saw in the August 15th report. In disbelief, the astronomer printed out the signal to double-check it. The data completely matched the template of a hypothetical alien message that SETI had theorized. A stunned Jerry circled the group of symbols corresponding to the signal and, in shock, wrote on a piece of paper. Shocked, he wrote "wow" on a piece of paper. Under this name, the signal went down in history because, even half a century later, the "wow" signal is still the most likely candidate for an alien message. All suspicious signals found later were explained. They often turned out to be pulsars, neutron stars, or Earth signals reflected from satellites, but astronomers still cannot explain "wow." For some time, Jerry Ehman himself claimed that the "wow" signal was terrestrial. However, after careful analysis, he refuted his own words because, at that time, there was nothing large enough in orbit to reflect the signal so strongly. In 2017, Antonio Paris from Florida claimed that the "wow" signal came from Comet Christensen or JIPS. In 1977, they were not yet known to mankind. Therefore, they were not taken into account in the calculations. But this hypothesis was refuted. As it turned out, the comets were not in the telescope's field of view on the night of August 15th, A similar fate awaited a dozen other assumptions, which were refuted time and time again, and to this day, science cannot prove that the whale signal is not alien, and scientists, in turn, decided to approach the problem from the other end. They simply calculated the area of the sky where the telescope was pointed on August 15, 1977, and began to look for habitable stars. Jerry Ehman was also involved in this, but amateur astronomer Alberto Caballero went the furthest. Back in the 20th century, he took the Gaia telescope's open-access database and plunged into the calculations, finding 15 candidate stars at once, which, according to our knowledge of the universe, can be inhabited. Most of them are stars similar to the Sun, which means that Earth-like planets can be found near such stars. For several years, Albert and other scientists checked the calculations, and on May 6, 2022, they showed the results of the study. Caballero found the most suitable star for the emergence of life in the area where we received the WOW signal. It is an unremarkable star with a name that we probably won't pronounce. However, its luminosity, temperature and diameter are almost identical to those of the Sun. According to the scientist, if the signal is indeed alien, then this star has the best potential for habitable planets, given the current knowledge of science. Many media outlets immediately spread the news with headlines about alien contact, but in reality, things are a little more complicated. First, the WOW signal has never been repeated. For 50 years now, with the help of more modern equipment, they have been trying to detect it again, but it does not work. On the one hand, it may be an indirect confirmation of alien origin, but on the other, a single signal can always be an equipment error or an accident. Secondly, our concept of life is limited to the Earth. We have created bombs to kill billions of people, but we are still unable to give life to an ordinary butterfly from nothing. It is possible that life in space is possible in conditions different from those on Earth, and in turn, it may not be there where everything seems obvious to Earthlings. And thirdly, we still cannot confirm that the WOW signal came from the system of this star, and that there are planets there at all. The situation is aggravated by the fact that the star is located 1,800 light-years from Earth, not the easiest object to study, and not much. It doesn't make much practical sense either. Even if the WOW signal came from a planet in this system, it was sent back in the days of the Roman Empire, and our response will be received in 1,800 years. By the way, it was sent with the help of the Arecibo Observatory. 2012. So in 3,812, hypothetical aliens will also puzzle over the 10,000 tweets that Earth-based astronomers decided to send them. In general, despite the serious discovery, the situation has changed little globally. We can neither confirm nor deny that the WOW signal is alien. And this is where the James Webb Telescope can come into play, for which such distances are a piece of cake. Given that one of the main tasks of the telescope is to search for exoplanets, it is ideally suited for solving this mystery. Astronomers are likely to get their hands on a potentially habitable system in the near future, from where we receive the signal. In the meantime, we will keep our finger on the pulse of events. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more interesting information about space and astronomy, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like this video, so we know you appreciate our content. Also, leave a comment with your thoughts and questions. Thank you for watching, join us, and see you soon in the depths of space.